Hello. The video you're about to watch is from a stream where I play the game for the first time. I'm Kimmy Amber, and this is Hey Mom, Play This.
When you feel the need to just sit and chat or smash some things or find a cat when you're done with the hectic day you have had, or you just want some fun cause you're a little sad. When you feel like you just need to be in the room, the doors are open, come on in, welcome home. Life can be like a puzzle to solve, the pieces are everywhere and your thoughts just revolve. But when you laugh with your friends and there are hugs all around, when you're quiet and lurking cause you just can't right now, whether you're tired and angry, happy, sad or okay, come on in, welcome home, we're happy to see you today. Here's where you'll hear, let's play a game, let's chat, let's laugh, let's learn a new name. Or Mom will laugh with you while she tells you a story, cause she takes a hard note when the ghosts are real scary. It's okay to feel here, it's okay to be you. Come on in, welcome home, grab a drink and a tissue, chill with some friends, gather family around. It's okay to be silly and funny and loud. The family room's cozy, let's pack in a crowd. We'll hydrate and nom and just be together. The door's always open no matter the weather. Life can be like a puzzle to solve, the pieces are everywhere and you thoughts just evolve. But when you laugh with your friends and the hugs all around, when you're quiet and lurking cause you just can't right now, when you're tired and angry, happy, sad or okay, come on in, welcome home, we're happy to see you today. For those times you just wanna set everything down, forget your burdens, give up a frown. You're our friend, come on in, welcome home. We're all here, come on in, welcome home. Life can be like a puzzle to solve, the pieces are everywhere and your thoughts just revolve. But when you laugh with your friends and the hugs all around, when you're quiet and lurking cause you just can't right now, when you're tired and angry, happy, sad or okay, come on in, welcome home, we're happy to see you today. Welcome home, we're happy to see you today.
Welcome, friends. Welcome home. Right off the bat, hi, Dreamer. How are you? Right off the bat, can you hear me? Because I think I got the mic working. If not, I'll have to go back to the headset. You took a day off. Good for you. Sometimes you need that. And you heard me. Of course you did, because otherwise you wouldn't be responding. Is the sound okay? If not, like I said, I can go back to the headset. I have no idea what was wrong with this stupid mic. They did send me a new one. Premium. Perfect. I love this mic. I really do. The last one, dropping sound, back and forth with the manufacturer trying to fix the problems, and nothing. So they sent me a new one, and I plugged it in, and nothing. Welcome in, Jail. I just scrolled through. Congratulations on first. So welcome to my 6-month stream. I'm surprised that it's been that long, which means that it's been almost a year since I started the YouTube channel. So that's new. It's still new. If you don't know me, I'm Kimmy Amber. I started the YouTube channel and then went to streaming because my oldest, Panda Witch 913, or Red Panda Witch, depending on how you know her, decided to start Game Day a couple of years ago, and decided to start with Baldur's Gate 3, which my computer couldn't handle. So while we were waiting for that to resolve, she would say, "Hey, Mom, you got to try this game. Hey, Mom, play this." If you didn't know where the name came from, that's it. And I have taken to, on the streams, I'm mostly cozy. I will say that. Pretty chill in everything, but most of my games are cozy. And, but I am a variety streamer. So I've done Baldur's Gate. We did Divinity 2. We're currently playing every other weekend as a family Guild Wars 2. Every other weekend of that, Panda and I play Minecraft. On Thursdays, I play Red Dead Redemption 2. And I do puzzle games. I do point and click. Today is going to be a little bit of everything. All right. I have been doing, when I am playing a game, I'll say some phrase and I'll go, I wonder where that comes from. Knowing where that comes from is called etymology, which is the study of words. And I've gotten really kind of into it. Since I started watching a YouTuber, the channel is Rob Words, and it's Rob Watts. Well, he's also doing a podcast with an author. And I am not in any way affiliated with these folks. I don't get paid or sponsored in any way by them. I just like to mention them because they're my favorite word nerds. But for Christmas, I got the book from the person that my husband gave it to me, Jess Zavaris, Useless Etymology. And there's some really, really interesting stuff in here. Today, the word meme. Okay, this one, I like this. The word meme is modeled after the word gene because of the way memes spread and evolve. It was coined by evolutionary biologist Richard Dawkins in his 1976 book, The Selfish Gene. Although Dawkins focuses on physical evolution and genetics, he also discusses the ways ideas are shared and change with time. So the word meme is pre-internet. It comes from a Greek root word, which means imitator or actor, and is also the source of words like mime and mimic. He started with one word and then decided he would just drop it because he wanted it to rhyme better with gene. So that's where meme comes from. And he also wrote that meme could be thought of as being related to the word memory. I don't really write in books, so I didn't underline. I hated to do this, dog-eared the page so I knew where it would be. Even though he wrote his book in the 1970s, the primary example Dawkins gives aligns well with social media. Dawkins writes that the way a hummable tune gets stuck in your head and in the heads of countless others in your community makes it a meme, just like the songs on vertical video platforms today. And of course, those sounds get mashed up with other sounds and evolve as they spread, just like genes. So sounds, dances, and other recurring formats on platforms such as TikTok and Instagram behave just like Dawkinsian memes. So there you go. Memes long before 1976, long before the personal computer was even really a thing. I'm sure there were some out there, but not many. I talked to you about the mic. My schedule this week, tomorrow is Guild Wars 2, 2 o'clock Central. Guild Wars 2 with the family. Then my next stream after that will be Tuesday and Wednesday are 1 to 4. Tuesday, if I don't finish it up today, I should be able to finish up Lamplight City on Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm going to start going back to kind of the cozy thing. So Wednesday will be 2 Point Hospital. That's the other one that's on the list. I don't know if we'll get to start it today or not. I guess it's just going to kind of depend on how much I and you are enjoying the games that I'm in at the time. Then the following Saturday will be off, but that will be the weekend we have Minecraft on Sunday, also at 2:00. Red Dead Redemption is on Thursdays, 12 to 4, and that one is going to be a long-term game. I'm shooting for 100% completion on that game. Okay. So let me make sure I'm set up to do this. Come on. And we will game capture, Lamplight City. There we go. Okay, so if you haven't been watching, this is a mystery game, point and click. It is about a policeman turned, or police detective turned private detective who is trying to solve different mysteries, different cases around the city. And, oh yeah, he's haunted by his ex-partner. We are at the end of case 3, moving into case 4. The first one was robberies at a florist shop. The second one was an attempted murder. Third one, which is the most recent, spontaneous combustion is how this woman died. And we are also reading the newspaper, and some of these things are listed in the newspaper. We have yet to deal with a mass murderer, and there's been constant articles about the current political race. And now we are at a voting booth.
Excuse me.
Yes, how may I help you?
Oh, what's on? I hear the duplicate. Hang on. What is being captured that should not be being captured? That's okay. Why am I getting duplicates? I'm looking for come on. I'm looking for something that might be turned on sound-wise that is not supposed to be on. I have just game capture. There is no display capture. Why am I getting duplicates? I'm not in my channel, so that's not it. Got to be OBS. OBS had an update last week. And okay, let's try this. Let's try that. Then go back to the game. Could you remind me what the candidates stand for? Where is everybody? And I'll just go cast my ballot then. Okay, cross our fingers that we don't get the echo sound.
Could you remind me what the candidates stand for?
You mean to tell me you've come to vote without knowing who to vote for?
No, I've just had a lot on my mind.
Well, if you need a basic breakdown of each candidate's platform, there are some pamphlets on the table over there. Feel free to browse them at your leisure.
Right. Thank you.
Okay. On what table where? It won't. Okay, where is everybody?
I'm not sure. I was told to expect large crowds. But so far we haven't had more than about 50 people in here.
Wow.
The polls have only been open for a couple of hours, though. I imagine things will pick up around 8 o'clock.
Or it could just be that everyone has come to their senses and isn't wasting their time.
I'll just go cast my ballot then.
Very good, Mr. Fordham.
There we go. Okay. So, this is for Hart Leroy. You want to be replaced by a machine. That's one of the concepts right here, is that this is 1844 and the Industrial Revolution is starting. So machines are being used where manual labor was always used before. Have you or someone you love been injured or killed by steam tech? a balloon, like a hydrogen or helium balloon, blew up, took out some people, and also fell on a park, killed some more people. It's hard to understand how anyone could fall for the ethericity lie. Ethericity is the study of energy within the air or something I don't remember now. Politicians and con artists are trying to play you for a fool. The true future of Vespuccia lies in the sweat of its workers. Don't fall for the lies and flights of fancy. Steam tech is not the solution. Art Leroy will ensure that jobs are kept and strive to create even more of them. Keep your head out of the clouds and your feet on the ground. Vote Leroy. Now he's talking about politicians deceiving, and yet he's a politician. So, re-elect Herbert Atwood. A vote for Atwood is a vote for progress. The truth of the matter is that steam technology is a necessity in our modern lives. Prime Minister Atwood vows to find etheric research and build a better, prosperous future for Vespuccia and its people. Don't be fooled by the lies and confusion of the ignorant masses. Bring Vespuccia into the future. Oh, and another thing. I hope my redeems and all of that are working. They seem to be on my end, but not always so much.
Yeah, at least you're already registered to vote. Having to go through that bureaucratic nightmare tonight would have just added insult to injury. An ad for a brothel. At least they seem to know their audience.
Good grief.
I thought they were trying to encourage people to vote. With all these rules, it's a wonder anyone bothers.
All right, let's go vote. I think industrialization was a good thing.
Well,
So.
that's taken care of. Thankfully, the Angel isn't a polling place, so we can still have a nice quiet evening.
But I promised the wife civic duty. You voted. Promised the wife I wouldn't drink anymore. So why are you going to the Angel? Oh, you're not. Okay. The wife kicked us out. Being haunted
What?
drove the guy a little crazy, so he
Head
was
is pounding. Damn withdrawal.
medicating
Actually,
with
I think
opium.
someone's knocking at the door.
Oh, right.
And when he gave that up, he went to alcohol, and the wife kicked him out.
Looks like that umbrella's gotten some good use. It was quite the rainstorm we had yesterday.
I haven't. This is a receptionist at the police department who is
A lady silhouette. Pretty sure it just means the artist wasn't talented enough to draw her for real.
Giving us clues on the cases that we've been solving, and this is where he turned when he
Some fool
had
in a
nowhere
hat.
to go.
I never understood the appeal of silhouette portraits. What a handsome couple. Judging by the uncanny resemblance, I'd say these are Upton's parents.
And the newspaper for today. Sorry. Got a no in chat. And I took care of it. Hart Leroy continues election celebration. After beating Herbert Atwood in a stunning upset, Hart Leroy has continued his victory tour yesterday, visiting the Therabum Ironworks in Chumley. Workers cheered as the Prime Minister-elect gave a rousing speech in which he outlined his plans upon taking office next month. Your jobs are safe. Leroy defeated Atwood in a stunning landslide, 75%. Wow. Most voters cited his stance on preserving jobs and shunning steam technology as the deciding factor. The justice killer strikes again. The latest victim of the serial murderer is Burley Cause of Chumley. Cause was discovered in his apartment, killed by a single gunshot wound to the head. His neighbor, Ethel Williamson, reported a domestic dispute in which she heard the gunshot. So this is now murder number 4. Gazette has learned that each of the men found murdered previously in Chumley were found in the exact same situation, contradicting the police department's previous statements that the murders were unrelated. Due to the murder's unusual displays at each crime scene, he has earned the name Justice Killer. Oh, police arrived at the scene and found cause, along with the word justice written in blood on the wall of his parlor. As of this writing, there have been no established links between class action suit filed against Royal Maverick. Fleischer and Price announced that a class action lawsuit has been filed against Royal Maverick on behalf of those killed in Foster Park during the Ligeia disaster in June of this year. Ligeia is this airship that blew up. The people in the park were not compensated in any way, so this is where this is coming. Royal Maverick operates several transportation services, most notably transatlantic airship services, starting with the HMS Ligeia. The HMS Lenore is nearing completion, and there have been protests outside the factory. Gross negligence on Royal Maverick's part due to their lack of proper maintenance, which resulted in the disaster, causing 54 deaths on the ground, in addition to 300 passengers on board. And then the Grand Dame's bizarre death ruled an accident. After a full investigation by the New Breton police, the Gascon Grand Dame Desiree Lathan has been ruled an accident. While foul play was initially suspected, we have been unable to find any evidence to support this theory. Further investigation indicates that Miss Lathan's tragic death was the result of an unfortunate accident. Warning you to keep flammable objects away from your beds. Completely burned in her bed 2 weeks ago. Oh, we're in October already. End of October. Lathan had been drinking heavily. A combination of the alcohol in her content in her body, as well as propensity to smoke cigarettes in bed, likely led to her demise. There were no cigarette butts in the room, so that's the police prevaricating.
Should have listened to your mother. You should have practiced.
Practice.
Mostly cookbooks. Yeah, at least you won't have to worry about starving while you're staying here. Not a very inspiring piece. Hell, I could probably paint it better. Therein lies Upton's boudoir. As a matter of respect, the less said the better, I think.
All right, let's find out who's at the front door.
Good afternoon, miss. If you're looking for Miss Upton, I'm afraid she's not in right now.
No, I've already spoken with Miss Upton. I'm looking for Mr. Miles Fordham.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm Miles Fordham. What can I do for you, Miss...
Mrs. Emily Morgan. I have a problem, you see. Miss Upton said you'd be able to help.
I suppose you'd better come in. So, what seems to be the trouble?
It's my brother, Ronan Lespay. He was murdered 4 nights ago outside a tavern in the Chum.
On election night?
Yes, I suppose it was.
Could you please tell me what happened?
The police took his body to the mortuary and investigated the crime scene, but they're out of ideas. I've been down there at the station every day, but they don't seem to care enough to look into it any further. All they've been able to determine was that it wasn't a robbery, and that the clothes he was wearing weren't his. My
That's
brother was a
interesting.
good man, Mr. Fordham. He would never have willingly gone to that part of town. I need to know why he was murdered, and I want whoever did it to pay for it.
Very well, Mrs. Morgan. I'll take your case.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Fordham.
I just need to know where your brother was killed, and where I might be able to contact you.
He was found outside the Silent Raven. It's on Alewife Avenue, on the west side of the Chum. Here, take this. It's a photo of Ronan. It might help your investigation.
So lots of complaints about
And if you need to speak with me,
Chumley.
you can come to my husband's bakery. It's here in Worcester, at 15 Drummond Street.
Very good. I'll begin my investigation right away.
Thank you again, Mr. Fordham. You have no idea how much this means to me.
Lots of complaints about the police not caring about what's going on in that part of town.
Well, this case has our names written all over it. Maybe it'll be good practice for finding the man who caused my death, eh?
We've looked at everything here. And it's time to go out. We travel by map. His apartment, Silent Raven, Morgan Bakery. Let's go see what's going on in the Silent Raven.
It's an ad for whiskey. Or perhaps paint thinner. Sometimes it can be hard to tell the difference. These advertisements are all at least 10 years out of date.
Years. Apparently nobody takes care of that.
I suppose you could do worse, as far as bar names go.
Okay. Guess I should have tried to look at the windows. Sometimes I forget to look at things.
My, this grog shop looks pretty rough, even by chum standards. Let's keep a low profile while you're in here, Miles. Doesn't look like cleaning up is high on the list of priorities around here.
Isn't this the same guy that's at the coffee shop? He used to be at the coffee shop.
Excuse me, barmaid?
Hi, what do you need?
Talk about you
Have you worked here
first.
long?
13 years.
I see. Anything else you can tell me about yourself?
I ain't the friendly type.
Right. Understood.
Or
What can you tell me about this place?
It's a bar. People come here to drink. Sometimes people drink too much, and then they're sick all over. I get the honor of cleaning up the mess.
Sounds like you're not too pleased with your job.
I never said that. There may be rough days, but there's a lot worse I could be doing. Here, I get a place to sleep and a bit to eat and a few coins in my pocket if the customers are pleased. And you are pleased, ain't you, sir?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course I am.
Good.
Were you working on election night?
Pal, I'm here most every night.
So that's a yes, then?
Christ on a cracker, you ain't too bright, are ya? Yes, I was here on election night.
There's no need to be rude about it, madam. You know a man named Ronan Lespay?
Nah, never heard of him.
He was killed here 4 nights ago. The man in this ferrotype.
Oh, that one. Well, I never saw him before that night, and I didn't talk to him. You with the police or something?
No, not at all. I'm just trying to help his sister find out what happened.
So are you done with the questions? Can I get you a drink or what?
Yeah, she's a shrewd businesswoman. You at least have to give her that.
Where might I find the landlord?
You won't find him anywhere. He doesn't come around here more than once a month.
he doesn't watch on his...
Any thoughts on the election?
Nah, couldn't care less, really. Doesn't matter who's in charge. My life ain't getting any better.
But it can certainly get worse with Leroy in office.
We'll see.
Tell me what you know about the murder that took place outside on election night.
Listen, chum, do you know how busy we were that night? This was a polling place. We had gents coming in and out for hours, not to mention the regular clientele. I was up to my ass in drink orders and was running the shift all by myself. Had to break up God knows how many fights, too. So you'll excuse me if I didn't exactly notice something that happened out on the street.
Did you at least hear the gunshot?
No, I didn't. You try distinguishing a gunshot over a room full of rowdy voters. It ain't gonna happen.
Can you imagine having a bar as a polling place?
You mentioned regular clientele. Who are they?
Oh, we get plenty of regulars in here. Too many to name.
Which of them were here on election night?
Let me think. I remember seeing 3 of the usual crowd. There was Darius, up to no good as always. Then there was Singin' Tom, but he wasn't around for too long. And how could I forget old Cormac? He'd have talked my ear off if I'd let him.
Sound like an interesting bunch of folks.
What can you tell me about Darius?
Hey now,
I found
bucko. You've come in here
Where would you
asking
do
me all
things are
these
important?
questions, but I ain't seen nothing from you. You want more information? You're gonna have to earn it.
Right. Give me a gin then.
Coming right up.
Get carried away now, Miles.
There you are. 1 gin. That'll be 2 shillings.
There's 3. Now then, about Darius.
Now that man is trouble. I've had to throw him out a few times.
Why do you say he's trouble?
His mind's
'Cause you had
affected
to
by
throw
the
him
poppy
out.
seed. He can be gentle as a kitten or fly into a rage at a moment's notice. When he gets rowdy, he gets chucked.
I see. Any idea where I might be able to find him?
Don't know why you'd want to find him. But I hear he spends his day at a smokehouse nearby. I believe it's on Crisparkle Lane. Just look for the door with the oriental symbols above it.
And could you describe him to me?
He's a rough-looking sort, about 55 years old, has a scar on his left cheek, grayish hair, medium build.
Excellent. Thank
She'd
you.
make a good detective.
Who is singing Tom?
Ah, Tom. Not sure what his surname is, but he's in here about twice a week. We call him Singing Tom because he leads the church choir.
Is that right?
Okay.
Which church?
Oh, I haven't a clue. Never really cared to ask.
Does he associate with any of the other regulars?
I've seen him talking with Darius a few times. They seem to be on friendly terms.
Tell me about Cormac.
He's in here most every night. Doesn't speak to many people, just me. And a right chatterbox he is, too. Between you and me, Cormac stinks. I can understand why he doesn't keep much company.
He stinks?
Aye, he's a sewer worker. Spends all his day underground in the muck, so he always reeks of shit.
I see. Any idea where specifically he works?
I believe he's at the treatment station, over near the ferry terminal.
If this is going where I think it is, then I'm especially glad I can't smell anything anymore.
I appreciate you taking the time to chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, nothing else.
Looks like that's where they keep the good stuff. Of course, around here, good is an extremely relative term.
Okay, out the door. Oh, I didn't see this before. Chalk outline.
To think, in an instant, a man's life can be reduced to some scribbles on the filthy pavement.
Now's not the time to get poetic, Bill.
What a mess.
Hey, I think we're done at the Silent Raven. Oh, here, this might be a bad place for him
I
to
wonder
be.
how many layers of advertisements you'd have to cut through before getting to the wall. Crisparkle Lane. Nothing crisp or sparkly about it. I can't make heads or tails of it, but I'll bet you 10 crowns it doesn't say welcome.
Yes? What do you want?
Might I come in, please?
This is private property, and I don't know you, so no.
I'm looking for a man named Darius. I believe he may be inside.
Yeah, I don't know anybody with that name. So if that's all you wanted, get lost.
Oh, can't say that. Because he's not a lawyer. I mean, he's not a law officer. This
My name
gonna
is
be
Miles
bad.
Fordham, and I'm a private investigator. I demand you let me in the name of the law.
The law? Is this your idea of a joke?
You got me. I'm just trying to keep you on your toes.
I think you need a better sense of humor.
Nothing. Never mind.
Stop wasting my time.
Okay, I may have locked that one out. No, still an option. Okay, that's good. Rowdy Street.
So this is what it's come to, eh? Braving the stench of human waste in hopes of finding a lead? Just make sure you stay away from the edge. Handy to know where you are. But why would anyone actually travel around the city this way? Some sort of water treatment device would be my guess. For all I know, it could just be a fancy boiler for tea. Another mysterious device. I was happier not knowing all this went on after I used the commode. Another mysterious machine. Who knew dealing with human waste involved so much technology? I hope those aren't full of what I think. While you could use a bath, I don't think this is the right place to take a dip.
A machine. All right, let's talk to this guy.
Begging your pardon, sir.
What? Who are you? What are you doing down here?
My name's Miles Fordham, and I'm a private investigator. I'm looking for a sewer worker by the name of Cormac.
We needn't look no further. But what is this about?
I just have a few questions for you.
All right. Cormac will answer them, but don't dally for too long. It can be dangerous down here for anyone who's not trained as Cormac is.
Speaks of himself in the third person.
Is it difficult being a sewer worker?
Difficult? Nah, it's a dream. Especially since they introduced all these steam tech treatments and purification whatsits. The only thing Cormac's got to do is check the little dial never goes into the red on old Belinda.
Belinda?
Aye, the purifier. She's a real special lady who's made Cormac's life so much brighter. Cormac makes sure to thank her each and every day.
Wonderful. We're talking to
Talking
a
to
lunatic.
Yeah.
Wasn't so easy a few years ago. Back then it was tapping on pipes all day
Tapping on pipes?
to make sure they was flowing fine and not blocked. Cormac would take his little hammer and tap, tap, tap on the pipes to make sure they was ringing fine. You can imagine what that was like. Tap, tap, tap. Ring, ring, ring. All day, up and down, over and over.
Wow.
The tapping stopped, but the ringing never left. Still hears it to this day, Cormac does.
Do you frequent a pub called the Silent Raven?
Yes. The Raven is where Cormac goes to forget about the day's work. The barmaid, Nicole, she's a good sort. We likes talking about the ponies down at the track. Nicky loves her some racing. She gives Cormac drinks for cheap in exchange for odd jobs. Nice to have your own personal sewer man, I suppose. She's really the only one Cormac talks to. There's a few others Cormac sees often, but Cormac hasn't spoken with them.
Cripes. This guy goes on and on, doesn't he? To be fair, you
We're
weren't
warned. Yeah.
Do you have any opinions regarding the election?
Cormac hears lots of things about Atwood, but he's the one what's got this new machinery put into the sewer system. There's still a job for Cormac, so all that talk about being replaced by machines is just talk, for now. But Leroy says he wants to give the workers their fair chance, so Cormac can't argue with that. What about you?
I would have preferred Atwood stay in office myself.
Bah, they's all the same in the end. One way or another. No point worrying, says old Cormac.
You know a man named Ronan Lespay?
Cormac knows few men. People don't much like talking to a man who spends his days in the sewers. Can't really blame him for it. It's hard to get a stink off, so why bother even trying?
You didn't answer my question, though. Do you know Ronan Lespay or not?
Could you describe him? Cormac's got a better memory for faces than for names.
I have his
I have a
portrait.
picture.
Here, have a look.
Ah, yes. Cormac saw this fellow recently.
On election night?
That's right. He come into the bar, voted, went out. Looked drunk to Cormac, but then everyone at that place usually is.
Do you know anything about the murder that took place outside the Silent Raven on election night?
Murder? Ah, yes. The commotion out in the alleyway.
That's right. Did you see or hear anything?
It was a touch noisy that night, what with all the election stuff happening, but Cormac remembers the sound of the gun. One shot, and then shouting and hollering from the bar. A few people run outside to look at what happened, but Cormac just stayed in his seat and finished his whiskey.
So you didn't see the man who was shot? Or who shot him?
No, keeps to himself, Cormac does. Makes life easier that way.
Could he be any more unhelpful? Actually, it's probably best not to find out.
I'll let you return to your work.
Be mindful on your way out.
I was starting to get annoyed with him speaking of himself in the third person.
All right, Mr. Chavez. The cake and muffins come to a total of 3 shillings, 10 coppers.
There you are, Mrs. Morgan. And thank you again. Barbara is going to love this.
My pleasure. Enjoy.
Pardon me, sir.
I'm sure Barbara will enjoy them, the cow. Oh, Mr. Fordham. Welcome.
Thank you, Mrs. Morgan.
Those look nice, but given the choice, I'll always side with pie over cake. A bunch of assorted baking products. Don't waste your time with those, Miles. We've got a murder to solve.
Now, I will look around if I want to. Ghost.
I never had much of a sweet tooth, but even I'd consider buying some of this stuff. You know, if I were still alive. Minor detail, I know. A very wise man once told me, never go poking around the back rooms of bakeries. I think you'd do well to heed that advice.
Okay. We'll talk to her.
You got time for a few more questions, Mrs. Morgan?
Yes, of course.
What can you tell me about your brother?
Ronan was the best brother anyone could have asked for. He took care of me after our parents died. Carriage accident. I was only 9 and he was 13. Ronan went out and found work and managed to support the both of us. He was just a child himself, but he kept us out of the gutter. Or worse, the workhouse.
How did you hear of his death?
Ronan comes by to visit me every day after he finishes work. When he didn't come for 2 days in a row, I got worried. I went to his apartment, but he wasn't there. So I made a report to the police. Yesterday, they contacted me and asked me to come to the mortuary.
I'm terribly sorry for your loss, Mrs. Morgan.
Thank you, Mr. Fordham. Please, find whoever did this to him. Ronan deserved so much better.
What sort of life did Ronan lead?
You know, just normal. He'd go to work, come visit me afterwards, and go home. He didn't have much of a social life. At least he never mentioned any friends to me. I always hoped Ronan would meet a nice girl to settle down with, but he was so shy, you know.
Where did Ronan work?
At the Grips Home taxidermy shop in Gascony.
Taxidermist.
I always thought it was rather macabre work, but he enjoyed it. Bit lonely, though.
Okay.
Can you give me the address of Ronan's apartment?
It's at 1172 Bushmill Street. I have a spare key.
Convenient.
That would be most helpful. Thank you. So, this is your bakery.
My husband Gerald and I have had it for almost 10 years.
Is it just the two of you? Do you have any children?
Alas, no. Some extra hands would be most welcome in the kitchen, but we haven't yet been blessed. It's such a shame that Ronan never got to be an uncle.
What are your thoughts on the outcome of the election?
Oh, I haven't given it much thought, to be honest. It hardly seems to matter now.
Yes, of course. My apologies for bringing it up. What do you know about your brother's murder?
Only what the police told me. He was shot at close range outside that pub in the Chum. Nothing was missing, and his wallet had money in it, so they said it wasn't a robbery. I didn't recognize the clothes he was wearing. I had never seen them before, and they were far too big for him. I still can't believe he's gone. He was the only family I had left.
Dr. Edwards at the mortuary might be able to give us some more detailed information. The only thing we'll get out of this one is more tears.
Yeah, you have to be careful about
Those are all the questions I have for now.
All right,
what order
Mr.
you
Fordham.
ask things in, because it can shut you down really quick. And then what do you do? To his apartment first. Ooh,
Quite the
that's so
collection of
weird.
exotic items in here. Ronan appears to be a seasoned world traveler.
Or at least knows someone who is.
I guess Ronan won't be realizing his world travel dreams now. Death really has a way of messing up your plans. Ronan wasn't too concerned with comfort, apparently. This is hardly bigger than a bunk at sea.
Maybe that's the point.
Ronan's book collection mostly consists of cheap pulp adventure novels, but this top shelf looks interesting.
Secret Customs of the Orient. Lichbel. Exotic Fauna of Australia. Exotic Fauna of Africa.
It's in another language, but it appears to be a Bible.
Oh.
No title, and it appears to be blank. I wonder if Ronan just kept empty books on his shelf to appear well-read.
Maybe. Okay. You must be aware, dear reader, that the customs of the Orient differ greatly from our own. You would do well to familiarize yourself not only with common ones, but the more obscure and clandestine ones as well, lest you offend anyone on your travels. Opium use. At the turn of the century, travelers to the Orient would often seek out the more exotic pleasures, which is to say opium. Nowadays, the influx of immigrants from China to Vespuccia has caused a significant drop in this type of tourism, as many opium dens have appeared in El Presidio. with some known to exist as far east as New Bhutan. In any case, opium dens are open to all who seek to indulge. Known colloquially as riding the dragon, the use of opium recreationally for relaxation or as a social activity is a common pastime. Baiju. If you were offered wine, make sure you understand exactly what you're about to drink. Okay. Chances are it might be baiju, a clear liquid, usually distilled from fermented sorghum, although other grains may be used. Southern China versions may employ glutinous rice. I didn't know there was gluten in rice. While northern Chinese varieties may use wheat, barley, millet, or even Job's tears instead of sorghum. The starter culture used in the production of baiju mash is usually made of pulverized wheat grains. As a foreigner, drinking baiju may be a shocking experience, been known to be used as a way of proving oneself in a group. High concentration of alcohol is often too much for anyone not used to it. Exercise caution. The last thing you want is to end up face down in an alley. Interesting.
It's in another language, but...
All right. Interesting. Sounds like we might
I
get
had an
offered
illustration that looks similar to that one. I wonder where it ended up. This one is scarier than the other masks. Wait a moment. I think I saw something shiny in the back of the mouth.
Oh, yeah.
How about that? A perfect hiding place for a key.
For the desk.
Some kind of owl mask. The hair looks incredibly familiar.
His wife has been giving him grief about
This
getting his
mask
haircut.
looks African. You should try it on. It'd be an improvement.
No? All right.
Just looking at this painting is making me feel seasick. Now to find out what Mr. Lespay finds so precious.
Yes. Looking at that would have been the
Ooh,
first.
this teacup could use a washing. I'd be surprised if it isn't permanently stuck to the desk. They appear to be a pair of letters from Ronan's landlord.
Interesting that there's another one over here.
This one appears to be from Emily, a model of the SS Joondalup. Looks like a merchant vessel to me. Looks like you found Ronan's journal. Perhaps this will be able to give us some more insight into what he was up to before he died.
Let's see. March 11th, 1844. I must have eaten something last night which didn't agree with me because I've had a terrible case of the runs.
Okay.
Probably best to skip this one.
Agreed. November 9th, 1843. I have an uneasy feeling of dread today. Last night I had a frightening dream where fire rained from the sky and people were afflicted with an awful disease. I'm just going to focus on my work today. Perhaps the feeling will pass. June 17th, 1843. Someone brought in a rare big-eared hopping mouse from Australia yesterday. Stuffing it was quite a challenge as the organs were difficult to remove without damaging the body. I think I'd rather not read about Ronan's taxidermy process any further. June 17th, 1843. Someone brought in a rare big-eared hopping mouse. Stuffing it was, I think I'd rather...
So is that it? Just those three?
November 9th, 1843. Last night I had I'm just going to focus... November 9th. Last night, I'm just going to...
I guess those three are it. What is the stain here? Yes, that's it.
Aha! A letter from someone called Jimbo?
Ronan, next week will be a year since we met. I can honestly say my life has changed for the better in every possible way. Always hold July 8th as a special day in my heart. Can't wait to see you again, Jimbo. Wait.
There are two entries, one from this year and one from last.
So, start with last year's.
July 8th, 1843. I've decided I need to get out more, so I'm going to a club in Gascon tonight. Stuffing animals has taken its toll, and I need to talk to someone who isn't Emily or my coworkers. Gerald told me about a place called the Crimson Cat. I'll try it, and if I don't enjoy myself, I'll just come home. Now for this year's entry. July 8th, 1844. Today is our 1-year anniversary. We're going to meet at the Cat again. I love him, but I wish he wasn't so attached to that place. Emily is so nosy, I worry that she might follow me and discover the truth about Jimbo. If we moved around, I wouldn't worry, but with him, it's always the Crimson Cat. I really shouldn't complain, though. What we have is something truly special.
Well, it seems that our best hope of finding this Jimbo character is to visit the Crimson Cat.
Yeah. How about this story? Oh, I need to leave the journal first.
It's empty. Too bad.
Okay, so I think that's the end of that.
Ronan wasn't too concerned with comfort, apparently.
Okay. We should have the Crimson Cat. Taxidermy shop. See what the...
I was beginning to wonder when you'd show up.
This is...
Well, wonder no
the lady
longer.
he's currently
I'm here and
staying
I need to see
in her
Dr.
apartment.
Edwards.
Right. You know the way. Snelling isn't in today, so you're all clear.
Well, that's a relief. Thanks, Upton.
Candace Upton.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything, Edwards.
Ah, Fordham.
Nobody on
Always
the
a
table.
pleasure.
Have you got time for some questions?
Of course.
How are you
How's the
doing?
coroner business?
Things have been pretty dead around here lately.
Don't quit your day job, Edwards. What are your thoughts on the election?
There was an election?
There was an
I
election?
think our friend Edwards needs to get out a bit more.
So what can you tell me about Ronan Le Spay?
Caucasian male, approximately 27 years old. Died of blood loss as a result of being shot at close range. He was brought in 4 nights ago. I performed the postmortem the following day. After that, his next of kin was contacted. I believe his sister came to identify the body.
Any personal opinions on what might have happened?
Well, the fact he was shot at such a close range
Right.
would suggest it was done by someone he knew. And robbery doesn't appear to be a motive, since his wallet was found on the body with money in it. Beyond that, your guess is as good as mine.
Better, I hope.
Did the postmortem reveal anything?
Quite a few things, actually. Mr. Le Spay was extremely inebriated when the shooting took place. There was enough alcohol in his blood to presume he had been drinking for hours before his death. I also managed to remove the bullet from his heart. It's a .36 caliber lead ball, standard revolver shot. It shouldn't be too hard to match to a weapon, provided you can find it.
Hey.
Did you notice anything unusual about the clothes Mr. Le Spay was wearing?
Unusual? Not really. They seemed a bit big for him, but that's all.
His sister seemed convinced that they didn't belong to him.
That's a distinct possibility, but I couldn't say for sure. He could have just been a sloppy dresser.
Could have been.
So no murder weapons been found?
That's right. Either the killer still has it, or the police just overlooked it. If you happen across any weapons in your investigation, be sure to bring them to me. I can tell you if it matches the bullet.
Thank you, Edwards. I'll be on the lookout. I'll be going now, Edwards.
Take care, Fordham. And remember, not everyone gets to leave the morgue alive, so consider yourself lucky that you can.
Bad dad jokes. We already investigated the whole room.
Can we talk for a moment, Upton?
Certainly. What's on your mind?
How are things with you?
Better than last week, but plenty of feathers still ruffled around here.
What happened?
You have to ask. Snelling was not happy with you turning up at the Latham crime scene. He was a right inquisition around here. Snelling going around to interrogate everyone, trying to ferret out a leak.
So he suspects.
I'm afraid so. I managed to calm him down some and divert suspicion. He thinks someone on the force is speaking to the Gazette, not to you directly.
Well, that's some kind of relief. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Oh, don't worry about me. Well, maybe worry about me a little.
That was one hell of an election, wasn't it?
That it was. I don't know how he managed it, but I'm glad Leroy won.
I can't say I agree, but I'm not really surprised. Leroy may have started as something of a dark horse, but his campaign had been gaining a lot of steam leading up to the election. Pun not intended.
Yes, well, it's the Steam Tech issue that clinched it. When something like the Ligeia happens, people start to wake up and wonder if we really want contraptions like that in our lives.
Ooh,
I have to
what a
admit,
convenient timing
was
thing.
playing up on people's fears. Not exactly the most honorable way of getting into office.
Fordham, since when have politics ever been honorable?
Okay. Fair question.
Would you happen to have any information on the opium den in Chumley?
I know there is one, but that's about it. The department doesn't have the manpower to bother keeping files on that sort of establishment.
So no idea how one might get inside.
I'm afraid not. Those places are very hush-hush about their activities. They're almost like exclusive high society clubs in their own seedy way.
Interesting observation.
Exactly.
I think I'll keep that in mind. You wouldn't happen to know anything about Ronan Le Spay, would you?
Probably nothing more than you already know. His body is in the mortuary, and the reason for his murder is unknown. I suggest you speak with Dr. Edwards.
I already did.
I'll let you get back to work.
And you'd better do the same.
Okay. We can come back and review it with her. After we have some more clues. Go into his room, or his apartment. Go to the taxidermy shop.
Hello, and welcome to the Gripsome Taxidermy Shop. Please let me know if I can be of service.
Why is this animal's tongue out?
Is that supposed to be a lion? I wonder how many people it took to bring down this brute. There's a small button on the base. Just when I thought I'd seen it all. What will they think of next? Exotic dead fauna from every other continent. You never even need to leave Vespuccia. Exotic dead fauna.
Okay.
Reminds me of the one in the Dupre house, except that one actually looked alive. There's a small button on the base.
Yes. In case you didn't notice it.
Welcome to the Gripsome Taxidermy Shop. Please enjoy our displays and be sure to consider us for all your taxidermy needs. Just a reminder, we stuff animals only.
What else? Somebody actually...
That leads into a room with even more dead
consider
things.
stuffing
It's such a shame we
person?
haven't the time to stick around and explore.
I was wondering if you might answer some questions for me.
Of course. What can I help you with?
So how did you get this job?
Oh, it isn't a terribly exciting story, I'm afraid. I just saw an ad in the Gazette for a clerk position. I never expected to learn so much about taxidermy.
I'm sure he's amazing conversation
really
at parties.
pale.
Anything you can tell me about the shop?
Plenty. This is New Britannia's most sophisticated taxidermy shop. Unlike other taxidermists, we work with modern technology to get results they could only dream of.
What does that mean exactly?
Using steam tech, we are able to create the illusion of life in these beasts. Just take a look at our floor samples.
Yeah.
The parrot and gorilla are two of our finest works. They really speak for themselves. Well, the parrot does at least.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
it would frighten our customers if the gorilla did too. And once ethericity is harnessed as a viable source of energy, we'll get even better results.
This guy is way too excited about bringing dead things back to life.
Yes, fascinating. Moving on. Any thoughts on the recent election?
I'd really rather not talk about it. I don't know how the people of this country could put someone like Hart Leroy in charge.
I know what you mean. Leroy may be a champion of the common man, but Atwood's vision for the future is more important right now.
I couldn't agree more. Leroy wants to forsake all the technological advances of the last decade and take us back to the Dark Ages. Next thing you know, he'll be bringing slavery back.
I doubt he'd go to such extremes.
Perhaps we should drop the subject. I get a bit passionate when it comes to these sorts of things.
I was told Ronan Le Spay works here. Do you know him?
Ronan? Yes, of course. That is to say, I know he works here. I haven't had much interaction with him. He mostly keeps to himself.
Does he have an office or workspace I might have a look at?
Now, wait just a minute. Why would I let some random stranger off the street in to look at an employee's
really?
workspace?
Because I'm a private investigator and I'm trying to get some information.
Well, even if that is the case, I'm afraid you're out of luck. Ronan does have a workspace, but it's completely bare. He doesn't keep anything here.
Were you aware that Ronan was murdered 4 nights ago?
I had no idea. That's awful.
Good
What
reaction.
happened?
That's what I'm currently trying to find out. Do you know if Ronan had any enemies? Anyone who might want to do him harm?
No. As I said, I didn't speak with him much or know much about him. But now that I think about it, I did notice a strange man waiting around outside the shop a few days ago.
Tell me about this strange man you saw.
At the time, I didn't think much of him, but the more I recall, the more I realize he was being
Sorry. I need to check something real quick.
very suspicious.
What did he do?
He just stood outside across the street, but he seemed to be focusing on the building. It was as though he was waiting for someone.
Do you remember what this man looked like?
I didn't get a very good look at him, but I do remember some things. He was tall and had a heavy build, like a boxer or a dock worker. He had a beard, I think, or mutton chops at the very least. And as far as I can recall, he was wearing all black. He also had on some kind of cap. I'm sorry I can't give you a better description, but that's all I was able to distinguish. My eyesight isn't very good, I'm afraid.
It'll have to do.
Most people
Thank you
couldn't
for your
give
help.
you that much information.
Thank you for your help.
Very observant.
I'm here to serve.
All right, let's look at our case. Guess we need to go back to the site. Gotta get in to see Darius. We talk to him. Find Jimbo. The gold key. Postmortem results. Description of the same. No suspects. And the letter. That's our case load. Our case book. Things we know. Let's go see if we can find Jimbo.
Ah, the Crimson Cat. One of my favorite underground clubs. Ooh, I spent some wild nights here. Which reminds me, I wonder if Stefan is still working the bar these days. This place has been around for quite some time. That well-dressed feline is Red, the official mascot. Good old Bollingworth Ale. Unlike so many other things in life, it never lets you down. Well, not while you're drinking it anyway. The next morning is another story entirely. Attention customers. Use of Dr. Tennyson's figure pills while under the influence of alcohol may cause loss of consciousness.
Well, that's great.
It's nice to see this establishment looking out for its patrons. Fine beer always served here. Good to know. Quite the selection. It rivals even the Angel. Call me old-fashioned, but I've always felt the piano should be played by an actual human. These automated ones just don't have any soul. Looks like a view of Claremont Street with St. Denis Cathedral in the background.
Beg your pardon. Your name wouldn't happen to be Jimbo, would it?
Yeah? Who's asking?
Miles Fordham, private investigator.
Can a guy enjoy his shore leave without being harassed by the law? I've done nothing wrong.
I didn't say you had, and I'm most certainly not the law. I just want to ask you a few questions.
All right, fine.
All right.
Where does the name Jimbo come from?
It's just a nickname. My real name's James Bowcroft.
And what is it you do?
I'm a sailor. I thought you detective types were supposed to be extra observant. Shouldn't you be able to tell me what my occupation was just by looking at my fingernails or something?
Sorry to disappoint. Perceptiveness is important in my line of work, but I'm also just a man.
I think perhaps Jimbo has been reading too many of those detective stories in Brentwell's.
Yep. I was thinking Sherlock Holmes.
Do you have any opinions about the recent election?
Not really. I'm usually way at sea, so I don't keep up with politics. The sea's got her own laws. Anyway, I can't vote, so it's really none of my concern.
But you're still affected by the decisions the Prime Minister makes.
Not very fair, is it, Mr. Fordham?
No, I suppose it isn't.
Sherlock Holmes, in case you haven't read them, I read them recently, and it surprised me. He was a morphine addict. Just, it's strange that that would have been written into the stories, but early 1900s, I'm sure it was the illicit. I wasn't going to say drug of choice. I was going to say something else. Topic of concern, a lot like opioids are today.
You know Ronan Spay?
I knew him, yeah.
Knew him?
He and I haven't spoken recently. In about a month, actually. Things didn't go so well last time.
How do you mean?
Let's just say we didn't part on the best of terms. He made it very clear that he didn't want to speak to me again.
Huh.
Were you aware that Ronan was murdered?
What? No, when? What happened?
He was shot outside a tavern in Chumley 4 nights ago.
Chumley? What was he doing there?
I was hoping perhaps you could tell me.
I honestly don't know. Ronan hardly went out, and he especially never crossed the river.
Why was that?
I think he was just too scared of the world to go out and see it for himself. He was happy enough reading about it in his books or collecting things I brought him back from my travels. Honestly, that's what I liked most about him. He was just an average, boring man. It was just the sort of balance I needed in my life.
That's pretty much the exact same reason I always enjoyed working with you, Miles.
You and Ronan had a special relationship, didn't you?
Mr. Fordham, we're in an underground club. You don't have to tap dance around it. Yes, Ronan and I were a couple. At least up until last month.
What happened, if you don't mind me asking?
We had a misunderstanding. Ronan thought I had been seeing someone else. He was extremely jealous. I tried to explain that he had it all wrong, but he wouldn't hear me out. I was going to give him some time to cool off, but, well, that's not going to happen now, is it?
If it's any consolation, I found a letter you wrote him, which he still kept in his desk.
Damn. Thank you for telling me that.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Hey. Else of interest here?
Looks like they've got Bollingworth, Mill Hopper, and Brooklyn Lager. Not a bad set of beers.
Who's in care? Let's go back and see the sister.
Have you got time for a few more questions, Mrs. Morgan?
Yes, of course.
Are you familiar with someone who goes by the name Jimbo?
No, I don't think so. Who is that?
A friend of Ronan's.
No, as I told you, I didn't know Ronan to have any friends. I especially don't recall him mentioning anyone called Jimbo.
Those are all the questions I have for now.
All right, Mr. Fordham.
Well, that was useful. But it does probably rule her out as a suspect. And it's all. He spoke to her.
To think in an instant.
Nope.
Now's not the time to get poetic, Bill.
What a mess.
Okay. The guy in the sewer said he had a conversation about betting on the horses. So hopefully.
Excuse me, barmaid?
Hi, what do you need?
I was given the physical description of a man, and I was wondering if you might recognize him if I told you.
Perhaps. Go on, then.
He's tall, of strong build, with a beard or mutton chops, dressing all in black and possibly wearing a cap.
Bit vague, wouldn't you say? That covers about half our clientele.
I was afraid that might be the case. Did you notice anyone of that description here on election night?
It was
No.
super busy.
Can't say I did, sorry.
I appreciate you taking the time to chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to get in there. Just... I guess we'll have a discussion with... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do. I meant to go to the police station and talk to her and see what she might... Sometimes she has really good insight.
Can we talk for a moment, Upton?
Certainly. What's on your mind?
Upton, I need you to put out a bulletin. There's someone I need found.
Oh, who's that?
I don't know his name. I only have a description.
All right, I'll need to ask you a few questions. Could you describe the man's height and build?
He's tall, with a large build.
All right. What color is his hair?
Oh my gosh. When I get to my book, I can't get to my book. I thought it was grayish.
I'm sure it's brown.
All right. Do you know of any unique details that might make him easier to identify?
He has a beard, or mutton chops.
I see. Well, I'll put out the bulletin, but that's a bit of a generic description.
Right?
All right. The bulletin is out. I'll let you know if I hear anything.
Thanks, Upton. I appreciate the help.
Description of this. Or a cap. Yeah, it doesn't say what kind of hair, what color hair he. Okay. Do you have anything more to say? Probably not, unless I bring him the gun.
I don't think the good doctor... I don't think he'll be much more.
Just go
He
and
won't have
see
any...
if there's anybody who has anything else to say to us. We just came from there.
Moment of your time, if I may.
Right, we'll make it quick.
I wonder if you could tell me if you saw a man of this description at the Silent Raven on election night. He's tall, strong build, with a beard or mutton chops, dressing all in black and possibly wearing a cap.
Oh, aye. Cormac remembers seeing a fella like that.
What was he doing?
Kept going in and out of the bar. When he was inside, he stood near the voting booths, hardly moving a muscle.
And when he was outside?
That, Cormac couldn't say.
Did you notice anything else about him?
Yes. Cormac noticed him come in and speak with Nicole, the barmaid, after the commotion outside.
Is that right? That's very interesting. I'll let you return to your work.
Be mindful on your way out.
Be mindful on your way out. Oh, barmaid. Hello, you said you didn't know anybody of that description. Or was she the one who gave us the description?
Excuse me, barmaid?
Hi, what do you need?
You know that description I gave you earlier? Of the tall man in black?
Yeah, what about it?
I spoke with Cormac, and he told me he saw you speaking with someone fitting that description shortly after the murder occurred.
And you believed him? Cormac's a good sort, but he's not exactly reliable.
I'd say he's twice as reliable as you are. Now tell me the truth, or I'll have you in as an accomplice to murder.
All right, relax. I don't know the man by name, but he came to me after the commotion outside and paid me a few crowns to keep my mouth shut about it. I didn't ask any more questions, and I wasn't about to refuse some extra cash. That was that, I swear.
That's not good enough. I need some way to find this man. Is there anything else you can tell me?
Well, I did notice he had a scar on his left cheek. Kind of looked like a shepherd's crook. But that's all, really.
Suppose that'll have to do.
Didn't we have
I appreciate you taking the time to chat.
description of somebody else with a scar on his cheek? Okay.
I don't think he'll be.
Every time you get another little clue, you kind of have to go through the little location.
He won't have any.
No, didn't I just come here? I just came there. Wondering how much the sister actually knows.
Nothing new to ask her about.
I don't think she's involved. Okay. The only other thing is this opium. Again, let's see if we got any information.
Can we talk for a moment, Upton?
Certainly. What's on your mind?
Can I try giving you that description again? I may have more details now.
Sure. More details will definitely help. Could you describe the man's height and build?
He's tall, with a large build.
All right. What color is his hair?
Don't know.
I'm sure it's brown.
All right. Do you know of any unique details that might make him easier to identify?
Yes, he has a scar on his left cheek in the shape of a shepherd's crook.
Good. That will be helpful. All right, I'll put out the bulletin. Give me a moment. All right. The bulletin is out. I'll let you know if I hear anything.
Thanks, Upton. I appreciate the help. Can we talk for a moment, Upton?
Certainly. What's on your mind?
I'm guessing you can't go over this case with me either.
I have to distance myself completely from this one. So
Okay.
when you figure it out, you'll need to speak directly to Mrs. Morgan. I can still try and help you if there's something specific giving you trouble, though.
I'll let you get back to work.
And you'd better do the same.
So no help there. Apartment's not going to have anything. This apartment should be done. Taxidermy we know. Crimson Cat we know. Already talked to them, so the opium den is the only thing left.
You again? What do you want?
You again?
I was told this was the place to come if I wanted to ride the dragon.
Oh. Well, why didn't you say so? Please, come in.
Poor horse. That fellow in the armor must have weighed a ton.
Yeah.
At least they provide their clients with some measure of privacy. Fancy. They're really dedicated to their theme in here, aren't they? She's not going to be much help right now. That's not to bother her. Now I see why they call it riding the dragon.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a man by the name of Darius.
Well, look no further. Welcome, friend. Sit, join me.
I'll stand, if that's all right. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Questions are the path to enlightenment. Answers fly by as birds on the breeze. But will a caged bird sing? That is the true question.
Wonderful. He's as high as a kite. This is going to be worse than pulling teeth.
Maybe.
Do you often come to this establishment, Darius?
Oh, yes. This place is better than any doctor or hospital. It has exactly the cure I need.
Sure. For what?
I'm ill, sir. Just as you are. Just as we all are. Infected by a terrible disease known as life.
Speak for yourself.
But spend a few hours in here with the intoxicating nectar of the poppy, and you'll find nothing can defeat you.
Okay, I am 2 minutes from ads. So we're going to go do that. And then it's 2:30, which means I've spent an hour and a half on this. And I'm kind of thinking that's about how long I'm going to spend on each game. We'll come back and we'll finish this guy's conversation and then wrap it up. So I do 3 minutes of ads every hour so that when you come to the house, you don't have to wait behind ads. And so that I can decide at what point to stop and roll the ads so it doesn't interrupt gameplay. I am going to... What screen am I going to? Get up, stretch, get something to drink, snack if you need it, and I will see you back here in 3 minutes. All right, welcome back. Let's jump right back in. Assuming it'll come up. There we go. About Silent
What
Raven.
can you tell me about the Silent Raven?
Ah, the Raven. My home away from home.
I would have thought that was this place. Unless this one is just the home.
Do you have many friends there? People you speak with often?
Yes, friends. I call them friends anyway, but really, what is a friend? Someone who drinks with you? Someone who shares secrets with you? Are those friends? My father used to tell me that the only two friends you had were your mother and the crown in your pocket. Well, both of those are gone now. So what does that mean for me?
I wonder if drinking and opium has to do with
sir.
the
I'm just
lack of
asking about
coin.
people you speak to at the Raven.
The barmaid, Nicole, she gets mad at me sometimes when I break things. But she's all right.
Have you ever conversed with a patron called Singing Tom?
Oh, that's right. We made a Singing Tom.
You mean old Tom Puffin?
I'm not sure. I was just told he was called Singing Tom and was a regular at the Silent Raven.
That's the man. I see him in here all the time.
In here?
In here, not just at the Raven?
Tom is a child of the puppy, just as I am. He truly understands the world as it is.
Do you know where I might be able to find him?
Yes. He's the choir master at St. Denis Cathedral. That's where he spends his time when he's not here.
You mean to tell me we have to talk to another one of these loonies? Wonderful.
So did you manage to get out of here and vote?
Please don't bother me with such trivial matters. Why should I care who leads the government? As long as they don't outlaw places like this, they can do whatever they please.
Is this guy ignorant or just apathetic? Yeah, well, I don't know, and I don't care.
I was wondering if you could tell me whether you saw a certain man at the Raven on election night. He's tall, of strong build, with a beard or mutton chops, dressing all in black and possibly wearing a cap.
Lots of people like that go to the Raven. I see loads of them every night. But now that you mention it, I do remember someone like that. He was a strange one.
How so?
I remember one of the times he came in, he was adjusting his hat. I could have sworn when he took it off for just a moment, his hair was bright red.
How is that strange, exactly?
Because his beard was jet black. It was the oddest thing I'd seen. Well, it was the oddest thing I'd seen. Until his beard slid halfway down his face.
I see. Well, thank you for the information.
Opium dream?
Wonderful.
Possibly?
This testimony is about as useful as a hole in the head. Then again, there might be something to it.
Are you familiar with a man named Ronan Le Spay?
I know many men. Some old, some young, some rich, some poor. Some I know by name, some by face. But this man you speak of, this Ronan, he is unfamiliar to me.
I have a ferrotype. Do you recognize him?
Forgive me, but my eyes are blurry. I cannot make out his features.
Well, he's useless, isn't he? Too bad there's no way to snap him out of it, like there was with Dupre's kid.
Do you know anything about the murder outside the Silent Raven on election night?
Murder? Was it a murder?
It was. A man was shot in cold blood.
That would explain the commotion, as well as the sound.
So you heard the gunshot?
I did. I thought it might have been one of the voting machines making the noise, but then there were shouts, and people began to run.
Did you see or hear anything before you heard the gunshot?
I seem to remember hearing a man shouting a name.
A name?
Yes. It sounded like Priscilla.
Well, how about that? He's managed to be of some use after all. Assuming he's telling the truth, of course.
And does the name Priscilla mean anything to you?
Afraid not, young man.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, young man. May you find peace and happiness.
Okay. How about back here? Oh, we're actually not going to go back there. What else is on my list? Let's see. The other side. What did we do? 2 point. What else was on the list? Where do I have it listed? Two-point, lamplight, jackbox, the other side. And Red Dead. All right, so I think that I'm not going to start 2 point today. So the question is, do I want to continue with Lamplight City or go do some Red Dead for a little bit? The other side we'll be doing at 6 o'clock Central because I have another streamer who's going to help walk me through it. He's a content creator for the other side. So let's do this. Let's follow this for another few minutes, and then I'll move over to Red Dead. And you know what? I didn't change my category, did I? I'll need to remember to do that when I move to Red Dead.
Excuse me, barmaid?
Hi, what do you need?
Does the name Priscilla mean anything to you?
Nope.
I appreciate you taking the time to chat.
Yeah.
Okay. That was odd. How about... Do you know anything?
Moment of your time, if I may.
Right, I'll make it quick.
Do you know anyone named Priscilla?
That's not a name Cormac knows.
Frankly, I'm surprised it's not the name of one of his tools.
I'll let you return to your work.
Be mindful on your way out.
Go talk to Fire Master.
This angel looks like it would throw its lamp at you as soon as you turned your back on it. This looks like the nicer of the two angels.
Right.
Now this is one intriguing chest. If only we could search it without arousing any suspicions. Heh, prayer candles? People think lighting one of these is going to solve their problems. If only it were that easy. Also, what happens if they go out? Does that mean your prayer gets canceled? Shh! What? It's an important question! The more I think about it, the more I want to test my theory about prayers being canceled if the candles go out.
Wait, we can talk to the candle? What did we do? I'm gonna get in trouble for this.
Well, that's all of them. Hope you made a wish. What a racket. I'm glad you're not a member of this church. Sitting through Sunday Mass would drive me insane.
Yeah, and having a ghost talking in my head? Maybe it would drown the sound out.
Are you Tom Puffin?
I am. How may I help you?
Miles Fordham, private investigator. I wanted to ask you a few questions.
Questions? Have I done something wrong?
No, Mr. Puffin. I simply believe you may have some information that I need.
Very well, then.
How did you become choir master of this church?
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I studied music at the University of New Britannia. Once I completed my studies, I began writing symphonies in hopes of securing a patron, but I had no luck. So I decided to focus on choral compositions. I said a few pieces to the bishop, and he offered me the position.
And you enjoy it?
Oh, yes, sir, immensely. I'm able to continue composing songs for our choir, as well as teach music to our young members. I take my church duties very seriously.
What else do you do besides lead the choir?
Just a few things here and there, making sure the aisles and the pews are clean, tending to the prayer candles, and that sort of thing.
So, what do you think of the election results?
All right, the election. Who won?
Leroy. He beat Atwood by a significant margin.
Oh, I suppose that's good. I think I may have voted for him, but I'm not sure.
Boy, I say, boy, don't question me in my own church. I like that, Shell. He didn't
What were
even
you
know
doing
about
on election night, Mr.
Yeah.
Puffin?
Election night? That was ages ago, wasn't it?
It was 4
Hey,
nights ago,
you're
to be
right.
precise.
Does sound a lot like
You
Foghorn
have to
Leghorn.
understand. I have trouble recalling what I ate for breakfast this morning, let alone what happened 4 nights ago.
Well, isn't that convenient?
But you know that it was 4
Do
nights
try to
ago.
remember, Mr. Puffin. It's quite important.
Or did I miss him telling me?
I know I voted at my local polling place, the Silent Raven. And then... I'm not sure, actually.
It seems that all the prayer candles have gone out.
Have they? Blast, I keep saying there's a draft, but nobody's done anything about it. Excuse me for a moment, won't you?
No, I'm not done talking to you. Oh, is that so I can look in here? Got it.
Let's hope this chest hasn't got squeaky hinges.
Dearest Ned, your last letter made me giggle with delight. I just cannot stop dreaming of the day we can finally make our dreams come true and live together as man and wife. I think it would be just the most splendid idea to get a puppy. I already began thinking of names. How does Woofy sound? All my love, P. As in Priscilla, probably? Did you...
Could I have another
say a
moment of your
prayer while
time,
you're
Mr.
in there?
Puffin?
Yes, I suppose so.
Kind of just fell into that.
Do you recognize the man in this photo?
Is that? No, never mind.
What is it?
Well, for a moment, I thought it was someone else, but I was clearly mistaken.
So you don't recognize this person, then?
Afraid not. Who is he?
His name is, or rather was, Ronan Lespay.
What? Is he dead?
He is. I'm trying to find out who killed him.
Well, I hope you find your man, Mr. Fordham.
Hmm.
Do you know anything about the murder outside the Silent Raven?
Murder?
Yes, a man was shot. Did you see or hear anything?
I don't remember. I don't think so, no.
How long were you at the Raven that evening?
Not very long, I don't think. I went, voted, stayed for a drink, and then I left.
Do you recall what you did the rest of the evening?
He already told
Not
you now.
specifically. I probably went home and went to bed, like I always do.
Do you know anyone named Ned?
Ned? Well, yes, I do. My nephew, Ned Bunkridge.
Your nephew?
Bunkridge?
Yes, why do you ask?
Where might I find Ned? I'd like to speak with him.
Is everything all right? Ned hasn't gotten into any trouble, has he? I always tell him just because he's training his body, that's no excuse to pick fights.
No, he hasn't gotten into any trouble.
I bet
Oh,
he's
well,
tall
he
and
lives in Lyon.
heavily built.
511 Parkside Terrace.
Right. Thank you for the information. Does the name Priscilla mean anything to you?
Priscilla? What does that have to do with anything?
The name has come up in my investigation. Is it someone you're acquainted with?
No, it isn't. I don't know anyone by that name.
You certainly seem concerned about her, though.
Are you in the habit of using opium, Mr. Puffin?
What? Why would you think that?
I met your friend Darius. He told me you share a pastime.
All right, yes, I do enjoy a visit to the opium den from time to time.
From time to time? More like morning, noon, and night.
Have you found the drug has had any adverse effects? Memory loss, for example.
I admit I'm not quite as quick as I used to be, but without it, I'm in constant pain.
Is that right?
Really?
I fell off a horse when I was 15, and ever since then, my back's not been right. The doctors haven't been able to help. Poppy is my only comfort. I wish there were another way.
It might be worth seeking a more professional opinion about the effects of
Yeah.
I'll let you resume your practicing, Mr. Puffin.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Hey. Oh, it's way over there. But we want to talk to the doctor. Just walk right in. No big deal.
Pardon me, Edwards.
Yes?
Edwards, do you know much about the effects of opium?
Quite a great deal, unfortunately. It's all the rage these days. Most people use it to calm the nerves or relieve pain, but it's highly addictive and has numerous adverse effects.
Such as?
It depends, really. Most common are sweating, nausea, memory loss, or blurred vision. But more serious cases can lead to hallucination, violent mood swings, coma, or even death. I just had a case in here a few weeks ago who died from an opium overdose. It wasn't pretty.
Doesn't sound like it. Thanks for the information, Edwards.
Anytime.
Okay.
I'll be going now, Edwards.
Take care, Fordham.
We have, as soon as it lets me stop, the new stuff we have. In fact, Darius is someone shout a name. Okay. Something specific I was looking for. Look for him. I did speak to him about the murder. I think he's waiting for me to bring him the gun. Why is this still here? There may still be something at the site that I missed. But let's go talk to the nephew first.
Right this way, sir. Mr. Bunkridge is in his gymnasium.
Thank you, my good man.
Well, you take a look at this place. And take a look at him. Maybe you should consider doing some training yourself, Miles. You aren't getting any younger, after all. They don't look that heavy to me. This seems to be where Ned keeps his extra equipment, and assorted other garbage. Oh, look, maybe you can slip these on and go a couple of rounds with Ned. If that's his best right hook, he'll be a pushover. And after that expert knockout you delivered Officer Grant, he won't stand a chance. What in the ether is that supposed to be? Looks like some kind of medieval torture device.
It does,
And again, so does most of this newfangled exercise equipment. Some kind of martial art? Doesn't look like any I've ever heard of. Just when I thought I'd seen it all. What will they think of next? Makes you wonder if old Nettie boy is at the end of his rope, too.
Okay, let's talk to Ned.
Excuse me, Mr. Bunkridge.
Oh, hello. Who are you?
I'm Miles Fordham, a private investigator. Your valet let me in.
Right, of course. What can I do for you?
I have a few questions for you, if you'd be so kind.
Yes, all right. I could use a bit of a rest anyway.
You're very into physical conditioning, aren't you?
Oh, you noticed. Yes, I believe that a healthy body is just as important as a healthy mind, if not more so.
Well, he's definitely prioritizing the former.
It's important to keep fit, especially at a job like mine where I'm in a chair most of the day.
What job is that?
I'm a clerk at the Bank of Vespuccia, but someday I hope to leave and teach others about the health benefits of regular exercise. Perhaps even open up my own gymnasium.
Okay.
He actually thinks people are going to go for that. Good luck to him.
How do you feel about the election outcome?
I'm disappointed. Atwood may not have been the greatest PM, but he was pro-steam tech. Sure, the Ligeia incident was a tragedy, but people are too quick to judge. Steam technology is a boon to mankind. It's already enriched my life considerably. It's a shame that progress is going to be held back because of one isolated occurrence.
I agree.
But
technological advancement doesn't come cheap, but it shouldn't be abandoned entirely.
I was going to say that without accountability, was it an isolated?
Are you familiar with a man named Ronan Lespay?
Never heard of him.
I have his portrait. Maybe you recognize him?
No, I've never seen this man before, but... Huh, how about that?
How about what?
The detail in this ferrotype is a bit fuzzy, but his facial features and hair, they vaguely resemble mine.
You know, now that he mentions it, it's true. Lespay does bear a passing resemblance to this fellow. Not quite as handsome, though.
Tell me about your uncle.
You know Tom?
I've met him, yes. He's the one who told me where you lived.
Oh, right. Well, my uncle is an interesting man.
Is that an interesting of the good or bad variety?
I really wish he would take better care of himself is all. I have the feeling that he's on some sort of drug, although he always denies it.
What gives you that impression?
Well, most of the time he acts completely normal. He goes to work, visits with me. Sometimes we go out together to the theater or a gallery. But some days his mood changes. He goes very solitary, won't leave his house, gets short with me. One time I went to visit him. I heard him yelling along with what sounded like furniture being knocked about. It only happened once, but it worried me. I hope Tom isn't in any sort of trouble.
Opium is one hell of a drug. It's a good thing you never got to that point with the soporific, or Adelaide would have thrown you out much sooner.
Are you all right, Mr. Fordham?
Yes, I'm fine.
What? Too soon?
So, you know nothing about the murder outside the Silent Raven 4 nights ago?
That's right. I don't even know what the Silent Raven is.
It's a bar in the Chum.
Well, that explains it. For one thing, I don't go to that part of town. A man like me sets foot in that den of ruffians, and I'll have every Tom, Dick, and Harry challenging me to a fight. Not that I couldn't take them, but I have better ways to train my body than beating thugs. Anyway, I don't drink. Dulls the mind and softens the body.
I see. Well, just thought I'd ask.
I'm sorry I can't help you, Mr. Fordham, but I hope you solve whatever it is you're investigating. You seem like a nice enough sort.
Could you give me Tom's address?
You don't have it? I thought you said you'd spoken with him.
I visited him at the cathedral.
But if he's there, why do you want his address?
Just wanted to look at this thing.
On second thought, never mind.
Never mind for now.
Does the name Priscilla mean anything to you?
Yes, it most certainly does. My lady love is named Priscilla Poundstone.
I see. What can you tell me about her?
Oh, she's a darling. I love her very much. Such a kind and gentle soul she is, too. Loves animals, especially dogs. We've been together for ages and are due to be married soon.
When was the last time you saw her?
Saw her? Oh, no, Mr. Fordham. She doesn't live in New Britannia. She attends Miss Threadneedle's Academy for Young Ladies in Cormorant.
She lives in New Holland?
That's right. I've never actually met Priscilla face to face. We communicate exclusively through correspondence.
How did you two get involved?
Her father and mine were old military friends. They decided between them that their children would be engaged.
And you're both in agreement?
Yes. I admit at first I was a bit hesitant, but we share many of the same interests. The distance between us is not a detriment to our love.
I wonder how that will change once they actually begin
His
cohabiting.
voice reminds me of Casey Kasem.
So you correspond regularly with Priscilla?
That's right. At least one letter a week. My uncle does me the kindness of acting as courier.
Do you think I might have a look at one of those letters?
What for? They're private correspondence.
I understand, but I feel this is important. Perhaps you could show me one that isn't too personal.
My post.
Yes, I suppose that would be all right. In fact, I think there's a recent one on the shelf there.
A guy named
That's
Bubba
not
in
too
jail.
private. But you won't need to take it, will you?
Not at all. I just want to have a look. Thanks for your time.
Not a problem.
Okay. My dearest Ned, I was so happy to receive your last letter. Things are going well here. I'm due to begin my next course within the week. How are things with you? Did you manage to set up that gymnasium you were talking about? You'll have to send me a ferrotype of your new physique. Isn't that interesting?
Wait just a minute. Something's off here. The handwriting in this letter is different to the one we found before.
Oh, I didn't
There's something
notice.
strange going on with this Priscilla.
Bubba really looks forward to his next letter. It's real lonely, and a photo of your body would go a long way. I'm thinking of photos being texted back and forth. Yeah. Joe, you're a bad influence. Okay. It's 3 o'clock. Let's change games.